Alright, that's what we're going to use for the sauce that we're going to put on the rabbit to roast it. We're going to use soy sauce, honey, ketchup. We got some ground cumin there. We're going to use red wine. Typically when I use red wine for cooking, I use the, it doesn't have to be anything special. I get the cheapest thing I can get. There are a couple dishes that require a little bit better quality wine in general, but typically it's, you know, with red and white, it's whatever's on sale. Some olive oil, Worcestershire sauce, black pepper there, paprika. We're going to put some coriander in there, some kosher salt. I'm going to use some kitchen bouquet because I like my sauces to be darker, just because it's, I think it's psychological, it makes it taste better than me. Alright, so we're going to chop up some carrots and celery, and the reason I use carrots and celery is because, well, because it tastes good, and because it seems appropriate since rabbits, when they're alive, eat carrots and celery. We're going to put that in the pot, the roasting pan, which we're eventually going to roast. We're going to start off with that, make a little bed of it, and then eventually we're going to work towards getting our rabbit and stuff in there, and, you know, and we'll get it right. Alright, so this is the rabbit, and what I did was I put it in the brine. It's been in there for probably about 3, maybe 4 hours. And take it out, and we're just going to dry it off. So I got some paper towels. We're going to set it on. Alright, so now we're going to make the sauce that I'm going to put on the rabbit for the roasting of it. I'll be honest with you, I'll put these, you've seen the ingredients earlier. I don't have any kind of, I do all this by hand, just by, you know, whatever I feel is right. So I don't have any measurements. You could look at it. If it works for you, it works for you. You figure it out yourself. Down to the last honey, so I use the rest of that. We previously dried out, or at least not dried out, but patted. We got the moisture off of it. It's good now in terms of the moisture. So what we're going to do is put a dish. Not a whole lot to these because the sauce that we're making doesn't require a whole lot of extra seasoning for the meat itself. A lot of the seasoning we're going to get is going to be from the sauce. But what we are going to do, because our sauce adds, because I'm a fan of, frankly, because I'm a fan of cracked pepper, we are going to put some cracked pepper on here. And because our sauce is using just a regular ground pepper, we're going to put some kosher salt on there. Alright. That's one side. The vegetables that I think I showed you that I, you know, cut up a little earlier, it's just carrots and celery. So what we're going to do, put that in the pot. Obviously it's in the pot. And what we're going to do is just use that as a bed to lay our rabbit down on. Alright. Now I'm going to go meat up on excuse me. I'm going to go meat side up on all these. Meaning, when I say meat side up, I mean it's going to be bone side down. So where the ribs are concerned, the ribs are going to be facing down. You know, where you got the legs concerned, the prominent bones of the legs are going to be facing down, or facing down, I should say. So there you got it. It's in there, and that's good. And now what we're going to do is just pour, and we've got an oven that's heated up to 350 degrees. We're just going to gently pour the sauce over the rabbit. Alright, and then now we got at this point, what we're going to do is put our herbs in. We got a couple of herbs we're going to use. We got some fresh thyme, we got some fresh rosemary, and we got some fresh sage. So what we're going to do is take a couple of these sprigs of thyme and just nestle them up in there. We're going to take this rosemary, sprinkle it across the top of the rabbit, and then we're going to take this sage and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put a couple of these leaves on top of each of the pieces of duck. Alright, so that's what you got when you look at it. Alright, so now we're going to, it's been about 40 minutes, about 37 minutes. We're going to take it out. Oh shit! Never mind. We're going to take it out and see what it looks like. Oh! Yes, sir. And that's what we want to see. It looks right. I have no idea what it tastes like, but I'm gonna let you know in a minute. Alright, so there you go. Kids starting to eat. You got a plate right here. We're gonna see what it tastes like. My son's got it looks like that's one of the hind legs. He's putting a little sauce on it. So, question is it good? Oh my God. He picked it up. He ain't used no fork. No knife.
That is good.
And he say that is good. So I guess it's official.
Like, is it just like, is this a skin or?
Well, there we go. That is good.